On meillä Kurasuola remmi melkonen, vastustajan täytyy ottaa henkonen, kun joutuu katselemaan meidän mahtia. Ne on kuin pelais ilman maalivahtia, minkäs ne sille mahtaa, kun joutuu meitä jahtaa. Kiekon lauon verkon perään, pojat siinä itseään kerää. Kurpa, Kurasuon pallo, ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut, voittofestivaalin. Kurpa, Kurasuon pallo, ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin, mä voiton jälleen haalin. On meillä Kurasuolla tiimi rautanen, vastustaja on ku heikko lautanen. Kun me pannaan täysillä ranttaliks, niin nehän menee siitä ihan säpäleiks. Ei ne voi sille mitään, me vaan tehdään niin kuin pitää. Kun kiekko menee häkkiin, pojat kalpenee melko äkkiin. Kurpa, Kurasuon pallo, ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut, voittofestivaalin. Kurpa, Kurasuon pallo, ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin, mä voiton jälleen haalin. Kurpa, Kurasuon pallo, ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin kunkut, voittofestivaalin. Kurpa, Kurasuon pallo, ei kukaan meitä tallo. Maalin jälkeen maalin, mä voiton jälleen haalin.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? All right, part 12 of attempt number 3. Let's get to it. My winter car. So, real quick, fellas, this I have to take a break at around 5 today. I got a meeting with people that I have to be at. So, we're gonna play winter car, and then I gotta take a break for a little bit, and then we can come back and play some more. Order new microphones yet.
This is space.
No,
I'm in space.
Just this base station. Just the base station ran out of batteries, guys. Is it a meeting with Jared? I wish I was that cool. How's the snow? We got another half foot, so about 15 centimeters for the metric people. I've been cleaning that all morning. Is the one embedded in the ceiling still working? So, okay, full disclosure here. I threw that at a pile of rags, and it landed in a pile of rags. So I didn't really throw it at the wall. Full disclosure. It was funny, though. Was it not? It was pretty funny. That was a fun stream yesterday. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed it, too. The Poulin did just fine. I used it to blow out everything today. So, yeah, see? I used it. It's dripping wet, and it worked just fine. It moved. It moved a lot of snow. Yeah, moved a lot of snow. The belt wasn't making any noise. Yeah, the belt wasn't making any noise. It was fine. I checked it after we used it. There's no belt shavings around anywhere. My jank shearing pins did work. It blows snow. It works just fine. So I don't really know what that means, but how cold is it? Let me check.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It's 23 Fahrenheit. It feels like 12. The high today is 24, so we are well into the negatives in Celsius. Probably like minus 10 or something. What did it end up being? That's the thing, dude. I don't really know. So my only guess is that So what did we do? What did we change? Well, I took apart the whole front auger mechanism and I reset everything. Like when I set the bearing, I made sure it was centered when I put it all back together. But that bearing is on a slot. That's the only thing I can think of, dudes. The only thing that I could think of is that wasn't set right. Because apparently those Poulan snowblowers, there's supposed to be slop in the auger. That's supposed to happen, I guess, to allow it to move around if something gets stuck in there. It's supposed to do that, which I don't, whatever. Yeah, it needs to float a little bit. Yeah. So, I recentered the bearing mount, Sawyer, so the blower wasn't scraping against everything when we put it back together. And then we determined that it was the right belt, and I just adjusted the tensioner throw, and it works fine. It works great, actually. Dude, the thing didn't miss a beat. I mean, I used the Arians, the ST824 to get up to the shop because it was snowed in again. And then I took the Poulan for a spin and did my entire driveway, dude. My driveway is like, it's a long driveway, dude. Probably about 300-400 feet to the road. Back to the shop is even further. Yeah, it was fine. Never missed a beat. Yeah. Yeah, we cleaned everything and then we reset everything. Like, I think centering that the main mount bearing so the blower doesn't hit really helped. Like, the belt isn't even squealing. It's not squealing, guys. I opened up the cover. There's no belt shavings in there or anything. It's just as clean as when we put it together yesterday. Very strange. Yeah, rares, they work. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Hey, Arturo, what's up? Yeah, so now we got two operable spaceships. Brain. We got two operable snowblowers, two operable generators. So yeah, we're good. I'm set to jet, dude. Yeah. Two operable space blowers. That's what almost came out of my mouth, and I'm not exactly sure why that would come out of my mouth, dude. But whatever. Not sure what I was thinking about. Yeah, we're pretty much good to go. I suppose we can get back to working on the Coronet when I get all the parts. Actually, speaking of that, we'll see if I had more money coming today. I mean, you guys paid me pretty handsomely for jumping into the snow yesterday. It was pretty funny, man. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. That was a fun stream yesterday, dude. Is there a clip of that? Yeah, but I like the test blower clip for better. That one's funnier. If you were there, you know. So yeah, we're almost good to you'll be a rich man if you figure out the first space junk blower. Yeah, right, Skitson, right? Mint. Still planning on road tripping to pick up the parts. The jury's out on that one, Spoiled. I'm not sure. Did you dig out the Jackery? I have not done that, Tessa. I had a full plan of coming up here, testing out the Poulan, make sure that it works, cleaning up the shop a little bit, doing some work on the car, getting everything situated to do more work on the Coronet, and getting the Jackery out. And I woke up this morning to all of my work from yesterday basically being erased. That's why I'm late. Yeah, but it's okay. We're Wumbo maxing. It's fine. Any power issues? Nope. Power's all good.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
My guess would be someone put it back together wrong or messed with the adjuster and set it wrong and all that. But all that matters is it's working. Yeah, I think the slack in the tensioner wasn't right. And I think between the bad slack in the tensioner and the bearing not being set correctly, yeah, between those two, I think, yeah, it would throw belts all the time. So We adjusted everything. We took the whole thing apart. We adjusted it. I put everything back together right. We have some jank shearing pins. I need to get the right ones. But yeah, man, dude, the thing hurls snow. Probably the throw is probably like 30 or 40 feet. Dude, that thing's pretty powerful. It throws further than the ST824, but then again, I looked at the tags. That snowblower is from 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. So yeah. My Ariens ST824 is from like 1991. It's an old snowblower, so it doesn't throw nearly as far, but it's a tank. It doesn't break. Can we see the machine in action? You did last night. I put a camera just outside my shop door, or in the doorway to my shop, and yeah. Hellfish, do you have that? Do you have that clip? You know the one where we tested the snowblower, or you can watch the last 20 minutes of the VOD. It gets to be a little chaotic. Be more EU. No, I'm good. There we go. Yeah, if you want to kind of see how that all ended yesterday. Oops, I hit escape and exited out of the game, but yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, so let's we got 15 centimeters more than that. So, yeah, there's also this. You gotta make sure your flies unzip. Oh. So, you know, wasn't that cold? Yeah. Yes, it was. That was really cold. So that was cold. I still think this one is funny as hell. So stupid. What am I doing? Oh my god. All right. Okay, winter card time. Now you need to do it front face. Nah. No, I'm good, man. Snowfall totals in your area. Yep, 2 feet of snow. Lovely. Plymouth has, yeah. Yep. 2 feet of snow. That's great. We didn't get exactly 2 feet, but it's 2 feet. That's funny because that says that Plymouth got 15 inches of snow. I can very much verify that that is not right. I can very much verify that that's incorrect. What's that, Rockets? What do you got? Today, a mechanical issue with one of NASA's WB-57s resulted in a gear-up landing at Ellington Field. Response to the incident is ongoing. All crew are safe. Oh, geez. Oh, as long as everybody's okay. Holy crap. They weren't over-exaggerating for a storm for once. Yeah, that weather guy, that thing is funny because it says Plymouth in the areas around Plymouth got 15. Well, that's not right at all. That ain't right. That's, I can guarantee you that that's at the behest of, where I'm at. Like, that is very much wrong. That'll be the end of that, Canberra. All right, well, whatever. Make the gear work next time. Last night it was at your knees. Where is it now? I'll go get the tape measure. So, to be 100% honest, okay, it's reading, we're at about 20 inches, but my shop is surrounded by trees, so that's not exactly right. But they're right where that camera was last night, basically right next to the snow angel, is about 20 inches of snow. If you're looking at this Plymouth 12.5 SSE, that means observation from 1.5 miles south-southeast from the airport. There's a lot of variability. Yeah. Zizep, it's 50 to 60. Like, out in my front yard at my house where there's no trees, there's 2 feet of snow. Easily 2 feet of snow. All right, what jobs do we have? We have 2 firewood jobs, so... You can keep it. I don't want it. No, I don't want it either. You can have it, bro. You're the Nordic countries. You're known for snow. You guys can. It belongs there. I don't want it. You can have it. You know. All right. So. All right. We're on the hunt for parts that we need. Take it. I don't need it. It's a very nice hat. You like that? Ugh. All right, so the car is almost finished. We're just missing a couple of parts. I would like to get a better front bumper. I don't like the mid to late model bumpers with the bumper guards on them. I think they look stupid. We need a clutch cable to get the clutch working, because this is a mechanical clutch with a hydraulic throwout, from what I can tell. Or it could just be a straight... Well, no, it had a throwout bearing in there, so... You could send it to Greenland. Yeah. Yeah. Despite the naming convention, yes. So, I need a clutch cable. I need the steering wheel shrouds, left and right. And I need a muffler. We don't have a muffler. We need a muffler. Oh, and we also need a back seat. So those are, I think those are the 4 parts left that we actually need. Cover itself in the warm rays of Florida. You know, whatever. But don't you know I live in Massachusetts, therefore I'm better than you? Like, that, isn't that what people say around here or something? Like, something masshole or something? Or whatever. I mean, I don't do that, but, you know, I think that's what everyone says that. Okay. I think you ordered the backseat before you got off last time. Well, we didn't have the money, so we got to get the tractor and we got to go You have the best healthcare in the country. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Do you have a spaceport? Care to count the wins again? We have your mom's house. Care to count that again, guy? All right, what time is it? All right, we got to get some sleep. And we got to get the tractor working. I have the Marchetti, but we don't have the money. I don't have the money to pay the phone bill, so I can't call anyone. So we got to do those wood chipper jobs. How's your mother? Found myself watching another streamer playing this. Sorry, did you know you can bet on the hockey matches in Winter Car? I did know that you could do that, Skitson. I don't know how to do that. Oh boy, what time is it? Oh, it's only 5 in the morning. Sweet. All right, shut that off. Close that. Go into the kitchen. Let's get something to eat. Sausage, really nice sausage. Yes, very good. We're here. How'd the snowblower run? The pool end runs great, actually. I blew out a good amount of my driveway, fully expecting that thing to break, Nick. Didn't break. Through the TV, yeah. Send it to Florida? Brother, you don't want this. You don't want this snow. If you're talking about sending me to Florida.
Voi saatana. Perkele. Voi vittu. Voi vittujen kevä. Saatana. Perkele.
Whoever said send it to Florida is not a Floridian. All right. Okay. I'm taking off my sweatshirt. It's getting a little warm in here, which is a good thing. I threw it and it got it hung itself up. That's good. It got, yeah, all right, cool. It's on the table that I wanted it to be. Okay.
Perkele.
Shut the lights off. All right, let's we got the coveralls on. Where the hell is the tractor? I think it's right here. I think I can see it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. It's so dark. Set the hand throttle. Lights. Rear lights beacon on so I can see. Pull the e-brake. All right, Skitson. See you, buddy. Hope the snow stays away. It probably won't, but it's fine. Video of the belly landing. That's a pretty good landing for no landing gear.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Tiger Fang, 63 monthly sub. Just a slight problem. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, guys, part of me is like, yeah, I want to get the car completed, but the other part of me is like, bro, I've been playing Winter Car non-stop in real life since freaking Sunday morning. If you make your living from social media, are you in fact a socialist? I can guarantee you that that's not a thing. I can only speak for myself, though, Thorn. I guarantee you that that's not a thing, bro. But gotta make sure I only speak for myself nowadays, you know what I mean? Cross you tiny man. Jeez. Okay, gotta get the logs here. I find it's better on gas for the tractor if you just pile up everything here. We need about 14 logs. I hate that we have to do this with the flashing light, but that's the only way to see the stupid wood pile. Okay, so that's 9. $10. $11. $12. $13. Gotta have 14. Okay. Let's shut that damn beacon off. Beacon light. Okay. Set the hand throttle. And start feeding them. You have a lantern? I do. I believe it's at the apartment, though. Did you see the RGV flyover pics from the Cape? I've seen them, but I haven't really looked at them hard, Drew. They look good, though. Looks like LC39 has almost everything on site to finish, save for a few more hot dog tanks. Dude, it's like we were talking about the other day for Space News, man. That thing is close to being done. I think it's a lot closer to being done than we might think. I theorized, I don't know, maybe about 6 months ago, that the 39A pad is not going to take nearly as long as the Boca Chica pad, because the Boca Chica pad is your blueprint. I mean, Drew, you know, dude, in manufacturing, right? You build it once, okay, it's going to take X amount of time. You build it twice, you make another one, it's going to take lesser and lesser and lesser time, especially when it comes to like big infrastructure like that. Who is the suspension expert in here? I don't know. Suspension expert? But yeah, it's not going to take nearly as much time. And I'll bet you 37, the two pads at 37 are going to go together even faster. Because it always, like, in spaceflight procurement, it always pays to buy in bulk. Always. In this case, bulk is 2 launch pads instead of 1. You know, the procedures and everything to build another pad have already been figured out by building the first pad. The Apollo engineers knew this. That's why the 39 has 2 launch pads. And that's why they had 3 mobile launchers. It's crazy to, you mean 4 launch pads? Well, yeah. I'm talking in my mind that you know, that pad at Boca Chica and the pad at 39A are kind of the first and second of their type. Pad 1, this pad at Boca Chica, and the 2 pads at Slick 37 all need to be retooled. But they are pre-existing, right? Been a while, but we were talking about market 4x4 shocks. I'm not sure, Farm. I don't remember. I bet you 37A and 37AB will be even faster. Yeah. I also noticed, I think Alex linked some plans a little while ago on X, Drew, about how they moved 37's pad position. The Flame Drench got a bit spicy. Could have sworn I moved 14 logs, but it still needs 1 more, I think. Space news today? Yeah, you know, I think we'll do a space news. Spoiled. We should. We should do a space news. I have to take a break at 5, though. I got a meeting. So we'll be back for space news at 6 o'clock, and then Winter Car after that. Nah, I don't. Maybe I often miscount. It's hard to keep track and talk to you guys at the same time, so it's on me. Yeah, it also helps when you can see. Ah. We'll drop the wood at the strawberry farm first. We have enough fuel in the tractor to do 2 jobs, see? So we'll do strawberry farm, and then we'll come back here, fill up, take the tractor into town, because the other one's in town, the other wood chipping job, and then we'll yeah, drop it there, and then that should be enough to be the end of the day. Are the FX a little loud, or is it your phone? I turned up the microphone just a little bit, and I'll turn down the game just a smidge. Yeah. Work on Pad 2's trench started 2 months before the OLM. Given the order, pads are going much faster. We might see the start of the new OLM at Starbase in the next couple of weeks. That makes sense, Drew, yeah.
Jumalauta! Vittu! Ei saatana! Vittujen kevät! Jumalauta! Satana! Ei saatana! Oi vittu! Jumalauta! Perkele! Oi vittujen kevät! Jumalauta! Vittujen vittu!
39A still has months of work. And Fluffy, I don't think it has as much as people think it has, dude. I wouldn't say months. I'd say maybe a month. I mean, dude, you see those RGB pictures? It looks pretty done. But then again, I always err on the side of optimism with this stuff anyway, so maybe you're right. Hey, Lunchbox guy.
Oi vittujen kevät! Oi vittujen kevät!
Swearing profusely relieves stress.
Jumalauta! Ei saatana! Ei saatana! Saatana! Oi saatana! Mitä helvettiä? Jumalauta! Oi vittujen kevät! Ei saatana! Mitä helvettiä? Vittujen vittu! Oi saatana! Satana!
Oh, well, that sucks. They did suspend Falcon 9 launches at 39A to speed up Starship completion. That's crazy to me, dude. Dude. Game looks exactly like it does outside. Dude, I think I have more snow outside than what's in the game.
Jumalauta. Vittujen vihissä. Jumalauta.
Oh, yeah, Dunce.
Vittujen
Yeah.
kevässä.
A mining company built NASA's crawler transporter, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Vittujen jumalauta. Vittujen kevässä. Vittujen kevässä. Perkele. Vittujen kevässä. Perkele. Satana. Perkele.
We finally got the stress meter down. All right. We carefree after sweating profusely. Yeah, 39A is being converted for Falcon Heavy, dudes. Yep. Sucks that 39A has the old style tower, though. I mean, they can retool it, so. We need EJ to take a turn driving the crawler. Is Pad 2's tower taller than Pad 1's? No. No, they're about the same. Okay, 1.5 meters taller. Okay. They're about the same. But Pad 2 Hellfish was made with much more modular construction in mind. Like when they made Pad 1, they stacked the tower and then they sent guys up the tower to run all the conduit and all the lines and stuff, right? The way Pad 2 was assembled, when they rolled pieces, they had all the conduit and all the lines ready to go, so they could just put it all together, run the wires, stack another piece, run wires, run pipes. Like, it was made... Oh, geez, the train just went by. It was made with much more modular construction. Hey, Badojo, what's up, dude? The piping and electronic design for the, like, let's say Mark II version of the tower is completely different. They're going to need to alter the mounts on the SQD. That's right, Jim, yeah. Pad 2's deluge is loud. I saw it. I saw the footage of them testing it, dude. I didn't hear any audio though. Pad 1 might need to lower the ship quick disconnect arm for the new pad design. Cool to see all the changes coming. Yeah. For this pad, do you think they'll completely overhaul the ship quick disconnect? I would think so, Logan, yeah. The Mark III version, the Block 3 version of Starship is completely different, dude. Did I watch Mr. Beast's video? I have seen it, Badojo, yeah. Video's cool. I see what he's doing, but man, I haven't watched a Mr. Beast video in a long time. They are just all over the place, dude. They're like, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? Here, look. And I get why they're doing it. They're doing it because people don't have a high attention span because phones. I get it. But man, does it... I'm just like... Like, I see why he's doing it. I'm not hating by any means. It's just, it's hard, tough for an old guy like me to watch it. Is the SLS mobile launch structure going to need to be modified? I don't know what they're going to do with ML1, Dan. For the Block 1 SLS mobile launcher, it can't hold a Block 2 without significant reinforcement. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that thing. They have 2 sets of SQD mounts on that pad. Yeah, Jim. They just put the new set of SQD stuff on the pad, that pad at Boca, right? The new one. Keep it for hired Block 1 launches. You want my honest opinion, Fluffy? I would sell it to Blue Origin and use it to launch New Glenn 9x4. How's that? Blue Origin needs more pads. Why not? Will we be covering the Rocket Lab launch tonight? Rocket Lab. It depends on what time it's at, because I might end up doing the coverage for NSF for GPS3 SV09, which should be tonight. You can't. You hope he starts picking out Block 1 SLS for hire. You can't do that. There's no more upper stages for it, man. The upper stage was made by ULA for the Delta 4 Heavy line. Mean. Kiitos siitä, niin. Kiitos siitä, niin. Oh no, that's a different guy. What do you think about my wild theory that they will only ship boosters to Florida via barge and just land ships there? I wouldn't say that that's not going to happen, but also at the same time, I think your timeline on it might be a little ambitious. I think they'll move ships and boosters there initially by themselves, and then eventually they'll start lobbing ships over there. Yeah. How cool would that actually be? Just lobbing it across the Gulf of Mexico? A Starship flight would be like probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes at best. That would be pretty sick. The big thing about that is that you'd have to dump fuel. You'd have to dump propellant on the way down. A lot of propellant. I'm not sure that they would have the margins to do something like that. I don't think Elon's flying on Starship for a little while. I don't think anybody's flying on Starship for a little while, Jim. Or just don't fill it up all the way. Why not just load less fuel? It pays to launch this in the same configuration every time, guys. So, what do I mean by that? It pays to launch it with a full tank of gas and oxidizer, right? It makes more sense doing that. However, you're not going to have data on what it's like to fly. You would need... Okay, so if it was me, all right, let me explain. If it was me, I would work on launching it with a full tank of gas every time, okay? That's precisely the reason why I would not want to lob stuff back and forth, at least initially, okay? Now, as you get more data on Starship's performance flying with those fuel levels, you also get more data on what ullage pressures are going to be like during that part of the flight regime. Meaning, you know how the vehicle's going to fly with 50% fuel, right? You'll know the performance. You'll understand the performance there a lot better, right? By just doing a regular ascent. And then eventually, because you have good flight data on how the vehicle performs with half a tank of gas, right? During ascent on a flight that was started with a full tank of gas, right? You could better extrapolate the ullage conditions required for a liftoff to not structurally compromise the vehicle on ascent with a half tank of gas. You got to know the ullage pressures. You have to evaluate that performance. You have to understand that performance. You're not going to do that without flying starships a lot. That's why I think eventually you'll see it. But SpaceX isn't going to launch this thing with a half tank of fuel, with 50% fuel and oxidizer, until they get some good flight data on how it flies with 50% oxidizer and fuel load, right? That's just smart. That's just very methodical flight testing. Yeah, Flavia, I've seen it. But they want to be like planes, so they only load X amount of fuel. Eventually they will, Contra. But not right now. I was thinking more like launch Starship from Starbase, deploy Starlinks, complete one or two more orbits, and then land at 39A. Now that's something you'd more likely see. Yeah. But at least the initial flights from 39A would be initial flights, I think, will not do that. But yeah, eventually you could see that live if they need to. If you need to shuttle a Starship between the Cape and Boca, yeah, have it just deploy a mission and then send it back and forth. You save time that way. Right, Cyborg? You really want good data on performance there. Because it's very clear that these stainless tanks are a little bit temperamental. Alright, hold on. Let me listen for the train. Nope, no train. Did you see the Falcon 9 launch over the weekend with Starship tiles on it? I did. Very interesting. Dice blocco. Extraterrestre blocco. Boop, 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 boop. I agree, Drew. When do you think we'll see the first operational Starlink mission with Starship? I'm not sure, John. Let me just put it to you like this. Better be by the end of this year, or else you got big problems. It better be by the end of this year. It has to be by the end of this year. If we don't get operational Starlink missions by the end of this year, that means that Starship is not operational, which means that HLS is going to have some trouble being ready on time to meet the president's goal by 2028. SpaceX is scaling to that. Everyone's scaling to that goal. This is what I mean about timelines, timelines and stakeholder expectations that are imposed by the government are going to galvanize the entire industry to start working. You're going to make this whole system work for you if you commit to a goal. And we're seeing the fruits of that labor. Let me put it to you like this. It better be flying missions by the end of this year, or else we got a big problem with our lander for Artemis 3. It's a little alarming how chill Elon is with Starship progress. Train. I think it's fine. I think it'll be all right. I think it's only a matter of time, guys. I think the reason why we're in a lull with Starship right now is because it's the calm before the storm. I think Booster 18 did delay a little bit before they proverbially opened the floodgates. But I think we're all right. I think once they get over the hump of getting Block 3 operational, you're going to start seeing missions hot and heavy. At least initially. Initially, my guess would be the tune of one mission a month. Seriously, one mission a month. You know, they nailed Flight 12, 13, and 14 in, you know, March, April, May, June. And then by July, if those missions go right, you start moving into 2 missions a month. All right, so July, you get 2 missions. August, you get 2 missions. Right? September, you get 2 missions. And then by the end of the year, you might be able to scale it up to 3. That should give you enough testing and flight data to be able to start making, you know, orbital Starship Orbital, Starlink missions, on-orbit refueling tests. That should give you the bandwidth to do it. That's my guess. That's a huge guess. I don't know. But it would make sense. Initially suborbital Vlath, but my guess would be orbital by flight 13 or 14. Not going to take much with Block 3 to get it there. And this is barring some, you know, crazy problem that they have to mitigate or something. Alright, let's go chop some more wood. If it was me, guys, if I was SpaceX right now, we would need 39A operational for simultaneous launch capability by the summertime. It would need to be done by the summer. Like, I'm not like done, but like it needs its own launch. And this is what I mean about scaling up operational cadence here. You can get away with it. You can get away with it with 2 pads. 2 launches a month becomes extraordinarily easy when you have easy, quote unquote, when you have 2 pads. If 39A is operational, right? Come on. If 39A is operational by the summertime, 2 launches becomes really easy. It's really easy to scale 2 launches to 4, you know, and then scale to 5, etc., etc. And then by the end of the year, maybe by the end of the year, they have, you know, Pad 1 at Boca Chica ready to go. What launches first, Artemis 2 or Starship V3? Artemis 2. Easily Artemis 2, dude. I personally don't think they're going to have many problems. Everyone's like, oh, the wet dress is going to scrub a bunch of times. I really don't think it is. I think that you're going to see NASA at its best here. I think this thing should blaze through. I don't know. I'll get back to you, Fluffy. Probably not, but we'll see. One. Two. 3. 4. 5. 5. Six. Seven. 8. Hello, VFF. Yes, I lift the logs and I lift things up, and then right after that, I put them right down. 9. What's up, dude? How are you doing? And 11. 12. 13. 14. There we go. You bought a house, VPAP? Hey, congratulations, man. Yeah, good job. It's awesome. Yeah, it friggin' rules. Why do I look angry? No, I'm just trying to get this done while we still have daylight. But anyway, V, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. Is it, V, are you still in the same location per last time you told me where you're at? Are you still in the state that you're in without being forthcoming with too much info? I see it, Sientic. Yeah, I see the thirst meter, guys. Anyway, oh my god, Rofix, what drove SpaceX to pursue full vehicle reusability from the outset, rather than iterating like Falcon 9 and integrating reusable systems incrementally? I think SpaceX got the operating cash to not be able to do incremental testing. Basically, Starlink started making them a lot of money, so they just dumped in on Starship. Yeah, same state. I'm moving towards the base, like 20 miles from it. VFF, I don't think I've seen that name, and I've been around for a long time. Hellfish, I've known VFF since before I started streaming, like a significant amount of time before I started streaming. I don't know if you remember, if you know my other moderator, like Dr. Maple. Me, Maple, and VFF, and a couple of other guys, Big D Johnson, we all played like Counter-Strike Surf back in the day. Yeah, I've known. What should be 2009. Known you since like 09. Yeah, that's strange. Counter-Strike Surf maps, yeah, back in the day. Good times. VFF, I saw Red Fade in here the other day. That was weird. I was like, oh, hey, bro. How you doing? You talk with Red Fade like all the time? Right on, man. Right on. I wish I had more time, dude. We'd go hang and go play Counter-Strike or something. But, yeah. Actually, I've been playing a lot of BF6 lately, dude. You play BF6 at all? It's pretty fun. It's, yeah, I get pretty pissy with it, so that's how you know it's good, because your boy's getting mad at it. I'm like, I hate this game, but this game rules, but I hate it. I hate tanks. I hate you. I hate armor. I hate this. Tanks ruin my good infantry combat. Stupid tanks. Right? Yeah. Maybe we should play, dude. We'll get Red Fate. We'll get the band back together. We'll all play. That'll be fun. Is the log pile infinite? Yes. Dude, that fence screwed me. Alright? That fence on Iberian at point A. I was on a roll and I got stuck on the damn fence. I don't know. But yeah, once I moved, I actually have time to play games and stuff. Right now, I'm driving like 90 miles one way for work Monday through Friday. Oh, God, dude. I'm walking like 90 feet one way to get to work. Hence house buying and moving. Right on. Hey, Tars. What's up, man? But anyway, dude, it's good to see you. Why won't you shift into reverse? Come on. This is so frustrating. Come on. Oh, there we go. It went that time. There we go. See, that time it just shifted immediately into reverse. I don't understand. Yeah, no, D-Sir, you can detach the drive shaft from just looking behind us. That's how that works. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, anybody that's worked on a tractor knows you can just raise and lower it and you're good. Obviously. You pay the bills? I do believe I did, yeah. But see, I let it go into the red because the problem meter will go to thirst meter if we let it go into the red once. See? Boom. Macaroni. There we go. Let's take a piss.
Perkele! Oi vittujen kevää! Vittu! Oi vittujen kevää!
Come on! There we go. You need a gated motion racework shifter for your computer? That would be pretty cool. Go Fifi. That should be sufficient. Alright, cool. Shut the lights off here. I'm also going to take the Marchetti with me. So we can potentially purchase some parts. Shut the door. All right, let's head into town. I've seen it, Garfield. Yeah, that sucks. I'm not sure if that thing is repairable. With a landing like that, it's most likely recoverable. We'll see, dude. You know, I'm not going to say it's easy to put the plane down in one piece, but if we're talking about, like, potentially using a plane that's done a belly landing, right? What's not going to get you is the belly landing. You can, you know, a good pilot, a well-trained pilot should, you know, you could put that thing down with the belly, on its belly. It ain't no thing. It's a little sketchy, but it's not a big deal. It can do it. Like once, right? It's the airplane fire that happens after. If you got a fire, you got to minimize risk of fire. You got a fire, you know, it's a write-off on airframe, which sucks. But could that delay Artemis 2 because the other two planes are going through inspections? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, in that scenario, dude, you don't have the gear coming down, you want to dump all the fuel. And NASA doesn't hire morons for pilots, dude. Those guys definitely know what they're doing. WB-57 is a very peculiar plane to fly. Not peculiar, there's not a lot of stuff out there like that thing. There's not a lot out there. Yeah, Drew, WB-57, it did a belly landing at Ellington when its gear didn't come open. Yeah, as long as there was no fire, if fire crews were able to put it out, yeah. Hell, I don't see why they couldn't reuse it. I mean, it's not like they're going to get another one. Then again, there are WB-57s sitting in the boneyard. There's one or two of them. And there's a couple of RB-57s, if I'm remembering as well. You shut the engines before touch? See? That's what I mean. NASA's pilots aren't stupid. They're really, really good pilots. You have to be a damn good pilot to be a dedicated pilot for NASA. Like, those guys are not idiots. Any thoughts on the heat shield? What do you mean on the cat? Which heat shield? Look at that landing, it might be fixable, but it'd be a pain. It's a very particular airplane. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Yeah. You know which heat shield. You talking about Orion's? No, honestly, Kat, I don't know. You could be talking about Starship's heat shield. You could be talking about the tiles. A lot of people have been talking to me about the tiles lately because it was in a Mr. Beast video. You're talking about Orion's heat shield. Look, where I'm at with Orion's heat shield is basically this. I don't like the analysis that's being done. I'm not too big of a fan of it. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of how they're going to go about doing this. I think hardware, not running hardware rich, basically they only have a certain amount of stages to get the testing done, is impeding judgment a little bit. No amount of analysis will replace a heat shield flying correctly. With that being said, I also have to sit here in the same breath. I think it's prudent to sit here and trust NASA. If Jared Isaacman says it's good, you know, I'm inclined to believe him. Because long story short, Kat, there are people at NASA that know way more about this than me. So I'm gonna go along with it. I don't really like it, but I'll go along with it. I think it'll be all right. If they've been adamant about that, it's not a big deal. The crew is willing to accept the ship. If they're willing to accept the ship in the revised flight regime, this mission is going to carry a heightened amount of risk because of it. I don't think that is necessary risk that they should be taking. because the mission difficulty is only going to get more complicated from here. Artemis 2 is an easy mission compared to Artemis 3 or Artemis 4 or Artemis 5. It's an easy mission. So if you're going to play games with the amount of risk that you're willing to take right now, what's to say that you're not going to do that again in the future? That kind of behavior is not one that is conducive to doing successful missions long-term at a space agency. I don't necessarily think the president's decision is going to do it, Jim. I think this was going to happen before the president decided to say let's go in 2028. I don't think the president's decision is influencing this at all. The reason why is because, so what? When's Artemis 3 launching? You got time. You know what I mean? I think it's the hardware that's constricting him, that's constricting judgment. And that's not good. That is not a good place to do your mission analysis from, well, we'd only have a certain amount of rockets and the heat shield should be good. No, I don't like that. With that being said, I'm trying not to put bad vibes out there. Like, guys, I very much believe in bad juju during a launch and before a launch. If there's people on board, we should be rooting for their best chance of success. Straight up, period, full stop. Don't be a dick. You know what I mean? Yeah, Drew. Like I said, if their analysis, I don't like that the analysis is based off of an analysis that wasn't good enough. So, like, my thing is, Cat, is like, they did analysis on Artemis 1's heat shield and said it's going to perform this way, and then it didn't. And then they said, oh, no problem. You know, we'll just change the flight regime and it will perform correctly. Well, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Are you basing your analysis off the same analysis that said Artemis 1's heat shield is going to work? They're probably not. But also at the same time, you're literally back to square one. You're back to square one. You don't really know what this is going to do. You can say that the different flight regime is going to change things, right? You could say that, but you don't know for sure. And that's what I mean about carrying unnecessary risk. This mission is a risky mission. Every mission from here on out is going to be a risky mission. You're putting people in spacecraft beyond low Earth orbit. This is a big deal. Personally, I think it would be best not to screw around like this. I don't think this is necessary. I don't think this is a necessary risk that needs to be there. But once again, crew is willing to accept the spacecraft. It should be okay with that new flight regime, and I'm inclined to believe NASA. You know, they wouldn't screw around with this. With that being said, I do see a lot of dissenting opinions about that heat shield with people that aren't stupid. You know, so basically everyone involved says go. Yeah. Tarver mentioned it earlier. What's up, Hammer Nails? How's the back? It's still stiff, but I stretch a lot. I stretch a lot to make sure that it doesn't happen. That and a lot of Advil. That and the snowblowers really saved my back. I really haven't done much shoveling. I had to shovel a little bit. Doing yoga yet? Oh. Yeah, we got about 2 feet as well, Hammer Nails. Great. Mad at Rob from Tang. He's sending me links to toolkits and I'm having a crisis. Tang stuff is, yeah, Bio, it's really nice. Like, yeah, they're trying to compete with Snap-on, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so you're getting some pretty damn good Snap-on quality. I mean, you guys saw the tools. I put them through their paces. That sucked. I put them through their paces, taking apart the snowblowers and stuff. I would like to do more. Where the hell am I? I think the trailer got stuck on a tree. Oh, jeez. Yeah. We're all right. Come on, come down. There we go. I saw it going. Hey guys, the game's only gonna get you if you have containers in the tractor. So when do we repair the poo truck in real life? You guys want me to work on a big diesel truck or something? All right. When we finish the Coronet. I really only have the bandwidth and the facilities for one project car, and then fixing small junk on the side. If the trailer stays like that for 2 hours, consult your mechanic. Did you see the video? Seems pretty... Actually, it seems pretty non-chaotic, in my opinion. Doesn't seem too bad. Alright. Okay, we made it. We got cash. The 250 will be the one that after the Coronet. Yeah, we got to make it 4x4. Yeah, we're gonna bring the 97 in, make it 4x4 when the Coronet is good to go. And yeah, we'll do a bunch of cool stuff with that. Custom ECU. I have a Terminator kit for it, so yeah, should be able to do a bunch of cool stuff with it. Here, let me get Thurston the urine meter down. Sweet. I would like to put a plow kit on it, but I don't know if that's what I want with that truck. All-wheel drive or 4x4? Well, 4x4. Not put in all-wheel drive. Get a pickup truck. That's weird. I want to be a part of that tuning education. Just strap the pooling to the front bumper. Yeah. Okay. So let's go here. What do we need? I need left shroud, right shroud. We need back seat. I need clutch cable. I think that's it, actually. There's right shroud right there. And we need a muffler. And yeah, front bumper would be nice. Front bumper, handbrake, flex plate, boot lid, carb, crank pulley. I might do that for just the front bumper. See if we can get a nicer front bumper. But actually, you know what? Let's look for parts that we actually need. I don't necessarily need a front bumper. Headlight left, transmission cross member, vent box, instrument panel, grill, fuel pump. Nope. Front bumper, water pump pulley, dash topper, the dash pad, upper pipe, don't need that. Rear right shroud, rear upper. All right. I want that because it has the shroud piece, but that's also expensive. Is it called back seat or rear bench? I think it's called rear bench, and I do believe there was a rear bench in here somewhere. Rear axle, rear upper arm, front lower arm, parcel shelf, front bumper, boot lid, muffler, headlight, radiator fan, camshaft. Yep. Here we go. So let's go 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 0, 3, 3, 3. There's the rear bench, wipers, boot lid, drive shaft, GT stick, rear bench. That's 2 rear benches. Okay. Fuel tank, brake booster, right shroud, boot lid, headers, driver's seat, 910. That is the right shroud. Kiitos, moi moi.
Hyvä on tavara, siitä ei ole huoli. Minä pakkaan hyvin, laitan tulemaan. Kiitos, moi.
Kiitos, moi. What's the difference between all-wheel drive and 4x4? Adjust shiftable transfer case. All-wheel drive is basically engine, transmission, transfer case, drive shafts, axles, right? And you can't change it. You can't change it at all. So, Skyline, a BNR 32 Skyline would have full-time all-wheel drive. All the wheels get all drive all the time. That's it. An F-250 with 4x4 will have engine, transmission, transfer case. Again, it's the same setup, but the transfer case you'll be able to switch. You'll be able to switch your drive gears. So you could switch it to 2 high, 4 low, which is adjusting your drive, your transfer case ratio. Yeah, that's the difference. The difference is that you can, with a 4x4, you can change it to 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. With an all-wheel drive car, it's just all 4 wheels turn if the engine is turning. All right. Let's see if let's call this dude. Unless it's electric. I mean, that's heck. I don't know if engine transmission implies internal combustion engine. So, yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about electric. Electric is different, yeah. But yeah, I mean, electric cars have engines that are transverse, usually, like a Tesla. Let's take a dual motor Tesla. You have an engine in the front. So Teslas have the engine and the inverter are kind of attached to one housing. And that housing has a drive gear that goes to a differential. So you have your electric motor. Your electric motor goes to, basically it's a transfer case. Looks exactly like a transfer case, but it's mounted left to right instead of forward to back. And that goes to a diff. The diff has a 9-to-1 final drive. And then you have continual velocity axles going out to your wheels. That's front and back, and the battery pack is in the center. That's kind of garden variety Tesla setup. I mean, there's tri-motor Teslas now. There's single motors. There's all kinds of stuff. I've been really frustrated with my Bobby's First Toolbox tools. Would you recommend Tang at this point? Tang are super nice tools. So, look, if you're backyard wrenching, okay, so like, I don't know, you use your tools maybe once a week, twice a week, something like that. Not a lot. Like you're wrenching on the weekends. They are a little bit pricey. You could buy them for that, dude. Sure, if you really want to. They're super nice. But these Tang tools are designed to get the crap beaten out of them. They're professional tools, I would say. Think about it like if you bought like a touring car, right? If you bought like a really high end, like say you bought like an E63 AMG Mercedes, right? That is, I mean, it's a nice car, but that's a freaking race car, all right? Are you going to use that all the damn time? No, right? So it doesn't, the end zone, not like you could, but it's a freaking race car. You're not going to use that every day, right? You'd want to use something more fuel efficient or something, or an electric car or whatever, right? These tools are really high end. They're really high end. They're really nice quality, and they will not. These tools are professional tools. They're designed. They're shop tools. These are tools. Tang tools are the type of stuff that you're going to be using every day. If you do use tools, that's the type. They're professional. They're professional grade tools. You know, that's just from my experience. I know, Rob. I know you're here. I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up your tail. The Tang, there are cheaper tools out there. If you're not wrenching a lot, if you're only like doing it on the weekends or something, and you, I don't know, you're taking apart like a snowblower, probably don't need them. They're a little bit pricey. But if you did buy them for that, they won't fail you. They don't seem like they're bad tools. I'm pretty sure you could beat the crap out of those things and they'll be fine. You good, my guy? Right on. What's the price most comparable to? Tang's going after Snap-on, Miller. They're going after Snap-on. That's their competition. It's Snap-on quality stuff, dude. They're made in Taiwan. They're designed in Sweden. Tang is a Swedish company. They're going after Boxo. Yeah, they're really targeting like they're not hobby tools, you know what I mean? I guess a better analogy would be like, dude, if you're, you know, say you own a farm, right? And, you know, the farm is not your primary source of income. You just do hobby farming like on the weekends. You're not going to buy this big freaking Lambo tractor like Clarkson's farm style. You're not going to buy that. That's not going to do you any good, right? If you're farming like 50 acres, that's nothing. That's a tractor that's designed to farm 500 acres. You know what I mean? If you have a big farm that's 1,000-acre farm and that's your job, like that's when you go buy a professional grade tractor. Like you buy a big old tractor, right? The Tang stuff is high end. It's really nice. I do like it. But yeah, it is high end stuff. I'm telling you, our ProLine EVA foam tray kits are cheaper than Harbor Freight Icon brand. Really, Rob? Well, there you go. Like I said, you get what you pay for, dudes. And I don't get paid by Tang to say any of this. I bought that TMX 098 toolkit with my own cash. And this is why. I want to evaluate them. Bio, they're good tools. I will tell you this right now. I've used a lot of tools. And I wrench a lot. More than once a week, guys, nowadays. This is really high-end stuff. They're really nice tools. This is the type of tools you'd see in a payload changeout room for like a satellite, like in a clean room. They're that nice. Yeah, in Ephemeral, that's an important thing to understand. You get what you pay for with tools. You want to buy cheap tools? Good. Buying cheap tools is fine. You want to buy Hobo Freight, Harbor Freight, you want to go buy that stuff, that's cool. Even Boxo. Boxo is fantastic. They're great tools. But they're a little bit high end. They're like Tang. You want to go buy Icon stuff? That's fine. If you're doing wrenching on the weekends or you just tinker on the weekends, that won't do you wrong. But you get what you pay for. They will break eventually. Oops. Yeah, I'm just peeing all over the place. I really didn't need to light the smoke. I'm trying to. Give me 1 second. Oh, Raptor side is up because it's. I don't know what day it is. Is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Let's go check the mailbox while we're out here. Yeah, you get what you pay for with tools. Like, you're going to buy Icon stuff. That's fine if you're doing work once in a while, but Icon won't. If you're wrenching every day, you're out tinkering, you're using these toolkits all the time, you'd want to buy Snap-on or Tang or whomever, right? Like, I'm partial to Tang right now because that's what I've used. I've used Snap-on before as well. It is good. But these are, and that's how I can say, like, these are Snap-on quality stuff. Snap-on or Boxo, they're really good. They're nice tools. You won't be disappointed in them, let me put it that way. Bums me out that Craftsman has become absolute crap. It's just an offshoot Lowe's brand, dude. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, with tools, dude, you always get what you paid for. You always get what you pay for. Tang is high-end stuff. Like, they have, you know, smaller kits like what Rob was saying, but it's pretty high-end stuff. But like I said, you get what you pay for. You want to buy a toolkit that's going to last you a long time, the Tang stuff will last you a long time. I can already tell by looking at it, dude. Well, not by looking at it, but just by using them. Yeah, I mean, Death, if you have the option to go and get an old Craftsman toolkit from like the 80s or something, yeah, I would do that. Those tools will not break ever. But if you're looking for newer high-end stuff, like Tang is not bad. They really aren't. It's good stuff. And once again, I ain't getting paid to say that. I ain't getting paid because my buddy works there. They're high-end tools. You get what you pay for, though. Anyway. What time is it in game? 8. Right now I have a Pittsburgh set, but it's been your budget the last 6 years. IVF and medical debt. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'll even admit that an older 60-80s Craftsman set is a good buy. Yeah, but nobody wants to let go of those tools, Rob. That's the thing. You can't go wrong with any machine tools from the U.S. from like the 40s all the way to the 90s. It is just, you can't lose with that stuff. But, guys, I will say this. Craftsman used to carry a lifetime warranty on their stuff. Tang has a lifetime warranty on their stuff. I'll, you know, like, that means a lot. That means a lot. I want, you know, I want the tools to last, you know? Well, there you go, Fluffy. See what Rob said? Craftsman no longer honors their lifetime warranty. Yeah, they used to have a lifetime warranty. They don't. Tang has a lifetime warranty. You break a tool, send him a picture of it. And that goes back to, like, you know, if I want to do sponsorships or if I'm saying something about tools. Like, this is my opinion. This is very much my opinion on this. I'm not getting paid to say it. They're good tools. If you want tools that are going to last, buy them. And you know I don't go plugging around stuff unless I mean it. They're super nice. Like, even the case, the ABS case that they came in is great. They're really nice. Like, these tools, like, if I get one dirty, I'm like, oh, crap. No. Like, because you don't want to put a dirty tool back in the damn case, you know? Hey, Haunted, what's going on? How does Facom compare? Not familiar with that. Any opinion about Bacho? I don't know what that is either. Can you play the Home Depot song in the background while you talk about this? No. I don't know, Hellfish. I don't know. I want more time to evaluate these tools. We got to take more things apart. We still have a lifetime warranty. Used it recently. It's only on the non-powered hand tools. Yeah, guys, that's the thing about tools. You buy. If you're going to be wrenching a lot, you want to spend more money on tools. All right? If you're just a hobby mechanic and you just wrench on the weekends or something, or you just need a socket set for your house, just go buy something cheap. Because the investment doesn't, the juice isn't worth the squeeze in that regard. You want professional tools, buy these. They're good tools. Craftsman still offers a full lifetime warranty on most hand tools, but not power tools. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We might not have a WB-57 view for Artemis. The other two birds are in major inspection. Yeah, Bright, that's what I was hearing. I just don't want misinformation to spread. I'm not advocating for anyone. I got you, Zeros. Yeah, yeah. Look, man, the other thing about... And this is, once again, this is the reason why I bought these tools and why I didn't accept them as a gift or a partnership or a sponsorship, maybe later, right? Is because, look, if I'm going to put my name behind something, if I'm going to put my name behind a product, I want to stand behind that product. I won't put my name and I won't attach my brand to anything that's junk. I'm not going to do that. That's very hypocritical of me, considering I don't like junk, except if I buy it and fix it, right? I don't like crappy tools. I hate Chinesium stuff. With that being said, this stuff is made in West, it's made in Taiwan. It's not made in West Taiwan. Differences, right? I don't like crappy tools. They piss me off. It makes it harder to do the job. They're made in East China. Yeah, baby. I'll take that. That's fine. My AMD panels for the Coronet that I buy are made there. That's fine. I don't mind stuff that's made in Taiwan. That's okay. Yeah, I try to keep my tools clean too, Rarest. But yeah. Good stuff. Anyway. I think we got everything from the Marchetti. What time is it? It's time to sleep. In game. Let me set the alarm. Boom. Back to buying crap. Thanks for the plug. Just being honest, dude. Oh, last night I literally couldn't catch my breath from laughing for like 15 minutes. Dude, that freaking microphone was pissing me off, man. I forgot to charge the base station. Did I forget to charge it? Oh, crap. Hold on. I might... let me... You know what? I really want to go make sure that thing is plugged in. Just here. Enjoy pissing. Challenge pissing! That's right. Challenge pissing. Yeah, it's plugged in. What's challenge pissing? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. I wish you made decent stuff in the UK. Yeah, Couchy. I know. Like if tools, if I'm gonna use tools that are made anywhere, I don't mind Taiwan. I don't mind Japan. Japan makes good tools. Taiwan makes good tools. China does not. They're okay. The reason why a lot of the Chinese tools have a lifetime warranty is because if you break it, they make so many of them, you could just go get another one, and it's not a big deal. Tang and, you know, old school Craftsman aren't like that. You bought the tool with the expectation that it's not going to do that. Not that, oh, well, if it breaks, I could just replace it. Bacho is a Swedish tool brand, part of Snap-on, made in the EU. Great tools. All right, Geeson. Yeah, cool. All right. It's Tuesday, so we have a post order that we can go get, and we have a Marchetti, new Marchetti that we can go get. Let me just go check the mailbox again, make sure we didn't get another post order. Have I played baseball? Yes. I played baseball for 5 years in school. I played outfield and catcher and first base. Can you tell? This was like Little League, though, guys. I never played baseball past middle school. But I know how to play, and I do like baseball a lot. What is the average time? It varies, Zeros. It varies. It really depends. So we played baseball, football. I never played hockey, no. I played basketball. I played 5 years of basketball, too. Through elementary school and into middle school. I played basketball in middle school. Yeah, I played basketball. I was a center. Football, American football is the sport I played the longest, guys. I played that from 2nd grade in Pop Warner all the way to high school, to freshman ball. I stopped playing freshman year, or at the end of freshman year in high school, because I liked video games too much. Which was stupid. I should have kept playing football. I was pretty good at it too. Favorite baseball team? Red Sox, man. I grew up like 10 minutes from Fenway. Well, not 10 minutes, about 20 minutes away from Fenway. I can throw a football, dude. I got pretty good spiral too. Accurately. You saved most of your brain by not playing anymore, to be fair. Hellfish, I'll be real. If I played football, I would most likely be the one inflicting the damage and not vice versa. With that being said, I did get my stuff pushed in a lot. I had a good amount of concussions. I got my crap pushed in once freshman year in a scrimmage game. And oh no, that was 8th grade ball. That was 8th grade football, middle school. I got hit so freaking hard I didn't know which way was up. Like serious concussion. Helmet to helmet, like knocked out, smelling salts to get you back up. So, yeah, I don't know. But, health is just what I mean. That was so uncomfortable and it hurt so freaking much, dude, that after that, like, I didn't want to have that happen again, if that makes sense. So I kind of made a pact to myself after that I would be the one inflicting damage and not getting hurt because, yeah, I'm competitive. So that explains it. What does that mean? Must have been made in USA Tool. I love, dude, American tools are just couchy. Like, I'm not trying to be like, America's the best. Dude, the stuff here is just, it's so good, dude. I love it. among big people, do you consider yourself big? For an American, I'm pretty large, Pigeon, but there's plenty of people that are over 6 feet in this country. Would you play rugby? I don't really know how to play rugby, Brown. So, I don't know. Catolampo. Nice. I like American football, man. Because I played it, dude. Yeah, it's a fun game. I shouldn't have given it up. I mean, but yeah, then there's the whole CTE thing. I get it. But yeah, I shouldn't have given it up for Counter-Strike. Let me put it that way. Should have given it up to do better in school, you know? Yeah, I like football. And, you know, I probably like rugby too. I just never really got into it because I played too much football. Okay, so we did have a crate here. I don't know if that's a rando crate or something, or if it's something that we needed, but is it the rear bench? Yeah, maybe. You should have another crate. Take your card. You ever play lacrosse? No, I got recruited to play lacrosse. I didn't play it though, Serge. I did track and field in the off season from football because I did it because it was easy, because I could not really do much and then go home and play video games. Just being honest. Yeah, I didn't see another one there, Drew. You like photography? Yeah. I mean, it's not something I would be doing like on the weekends, Explore, but I do appreciate it. I work with a ton of photographers, so, and you know, I know how to take pictures and stuff. I'm not just like talking about pointing and shooting on an iPhone, you know what I mean? I know how to, you know, like f-stop, exposure, etc., you know, focal length. I know about all that. I know what lenses do and stuff. If a hockey game tonight is a 43-year-old, every game is a gamble on whether you walk out there with an injury or not. Ricky, if I had more time, I would probably play football or something, or hockey or whatever. Hockey is the one thing I never delved into. My uncle's a hockey player. My grandfather's a hockey player. But it's something I never delved into, and I regret that. I should have played hockey instead of basketball, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I really only found out how awesome hockey is after college. I remember I was watching the Bruins were they made the playoffs. This was like 2008 or 2009. They made like the conference semi or something, and they were playing the Canadiens. And I came downstairs from playing Counter-Strike or something, right? And I saw Milan Lucic beat the snot out of Mike Komisarek on the Canadiens. And I'm like, oh man, that guy's going to get a huge fine for that. I just said it offhand to my dad, and my dad looked at me and said, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, You just punch that guy in the face. Like, aren't people going to be mad about that? And he goes, no, he just gets a penalty. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean just a penalty? And he's like, yeah, they have to play 4 down now. Didn't I ever teach you hockey? I'm like, and I think I said something along the line that, yeah, but I didn't listen. And then instead of going back and play video games, I watched hockey with my dad. The Bruins didn't make it that. The Bruins didn't win that season. The Canadians beat them, I believe. But I'm like, I was talking to my dad. I'm like, wait a minute. You can go over to that guy and you can punch him square in the face, like as hard as you freaking can, knock his teeth out, and you get a penalty, and that's it. And that's like, yeah. And I'm like, this is the greatest sport ever invented. Oh my goodness. You know, because I'm used to, at that time, I was used to watching like basketball or football or baseball. You started fighting baseball, you know, you're going to get thrown out of the game and you're going to get a fine. You started fighting football, same thing. Basketball, I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Ron Artest went into the stands and beat the snot out of a fan. And I'm like, oh, you know, oh, he's going to get fined. No, he's not going to get fined. He's going to get a fine. It's hockey. Yeah. So I got into hockey a little bit later, which is a shame because I can already tell you I would really like hockey. Not, you know, I later learned like that it's actually a really fun sport. No, it's not just about kicking the snot out of people, even though that part is pretty cool. I do like that part. That part's neat. But yeah, actually an awesome sport. Super cool. I love hockey, dude. I've been a Bruins fan since. Or the shoe incident at the Garden. Yeah, the shoe incident. Oh my goodness. No, Hellfish, I haven't seen that. You're a Red Wings guy? Ricky, the Red Wings is my second team. The reason why is because my wife's from Detroit. So I have to like the Red Wings, which is fine. That's okay. I don't have any problem with the Red Wings. What, Rob? What did I do? Yeah, there you go, Vanguard. Rob, you just got a code for chat. Do you want to give it to them? If you want a code to give people better tools so they can do their job better, I don't have a problem with that, man. Canucks versus Flames 2014. But yeah, true. Yeah, I've been a diehard hockey fan. Well, not diehard, but I'm a pretty damn big hockey fan since then. You know, and I later learned that it is a magical freaking sport. I love hockey. It is a very strategic game. I like it. I like games where you have to use your head. That's why I like football. Rob, EJSA 15, save 15% on your entire card at Tang. Holy crap, dude. I saw your Insta post from the Flat Rock Mustang plant. I live minutes from there. I drove my car there a little while back. I think in 2021. Ricky, I think is when it was. Yeah, I drove my car that was made in Flat Rock to the plant where it was made. Yeah, cool, huh? Yeah, I love, dude. Okay. A little bit about me. I'm a huge Michigan. I love Michigan. For what it's worth, I love Detroit. I'm a big car guy. Love Detroit. Love it. Love that place. Michigan's awesome. So, like, you know, driving the car to where it was made, that was really cool for me. Yeah, exactly. Cerebral, yeah. Hockey's a twitch shooting game, like it's like an old school shooter. Yeah, or shooters are like, you get what I'm trying to say. The reason why I like American football so much, guys, is just on a side note, is because American football is like playing Hearts of Iron. It's turn-based, but it's not turn-based, but it's basically a turn-based strategy game. Yeah, it's like Hearts. There's tactics, there's strategy, there's plays, there's intel on the other teams. There's misdirection, there's blitzes, which is derived directly from blitzkrieg, right? It's war, dude. It's war simulation. That's why I like it. It's a very strategic game. I like football a lot because of that. And don't get me wrong, every sport's like that. But also, that's the one I grew up with the most. But anyway, Rob, that's cool. You guys want 15% off Tang stuff? Go buy it. There you go. 8 Mile. See, everybody thinks Detroit's a dump. Don't get me wrong, it has its bad neighborhoods. Like, I wouldn't go hanging around 8 or 9 Mile. But it's 8 or 9 Mile, 8 or 9 Mile around 75. Like, that's the bad neighborhood. Like, that's
Discovery,
but
go at throttle up.
honestly, the city has gotten a lot better. And I'm not just saying that, like, when I first started dating Brimo, I went there in like 2017 and it was not nice. It's nice now. Like, you could go walk around Woodward and Campus Martius and you won't get harassed or anything. Last one up turns the lights off. Yeah, there you go. Each position is a type of unit. That's right. You have artillery. You have, special operations. Yeah, dude, football's war. Why do you think Americans like it so much? Yeah, the main city's nice, dude. But once you get out, if you get out to like that's the thing. You get out to the suburbs, right? Like, if you're going to Grosse Pointe, man, Grosse Pointe is one of the nicest neighborhoods in the country. Like, it's super, super high end, right? Even if you go like, if you're going west, you go out to like little past Dearborn. Like, if you're going to Westland or something, like, it's fine. It's fine. It's just another neighborhood. There's nothing like, it's fine. Like, it's just a regular neighborhood. Either way, I do love Michigan a lot. And yeah, my wife's from there. It's a nice place. And I love factories. Michigan has a lot of those. So, kind of works. That's awesome, Drew. I think I remember seeing that, dude, a long time ago. Yeah. Good stuff, dudes. Good stuff. What was that? Somebody said something. Hey, Moto, 49-month resub. When something goes wrong, like today with the WB-57, do you know if they do one-off fabrication of certain parts, or would they rely on old spares? It depends, Moto. It depends on what failed. With this one, you're going to need another airframe to fix it. There's spares. The Boneyard, the Amark in Tucson has some spares here. I can show you. Give me one moment. So keep in mind, this is, who knows how old these pictures are. I don't even know if they're there anymore, but there's definitely a WB-50. There's WB-57s lying around. See, there they are. Look. So actually, those aren't WB-57s. That's 3 ex-USAF RB-57s. And then they have a couple of Canberras here. So, yeah, plenty of spare parts. That's enough to keep NASA has 3 of them. That's enough to keep 3 of them going. Those ones will be particularly useful. Uh-oh. Satana. Hello?
Oi, meidän jällikakaivo olisi ihan täyttää ase.
Yes. Yeah, see? There's 3 RB-57s there. There's a couple of those are just regular B-57s. Those all have interchangeable parts. The RB-57s have a much bigger wing profile, though. You can see the difference. But the fuselage is pretty much the same. No, not Mike McDoodoo. A lot of C-130s chilling in there. And there's A6s. Or no, those are S3s. Those are A6s over there. S3s. Those are E2s. P3s. KC-135s. There's a E3 Sentry right there. That's the AWACS. Airborne warning and control systems. There's B-52 part. There's B-52 part. There's enough bomber parts here to keep B-52s flying for another 100 years, which is pretty bananas to me. Just shows how many of those things we actually freaking made. There's a KC-10 right there. A couple more KC-135s. There's 2 KC-10s. A couple F-18s. Another E3. Some F-15s. Yeah, there's enough parts, dude. Yeah, those are over there. See? I'm not worried. And Moto, in terms of
Discovery.
In terms
go
of
at
who
throttle up.
fixes it, NASA doesn't fix them. Sierra Nevada, believe it or not, SNC is the company that works on the WB-57s for NASA. Yep. At least they do the outfitting. They're the ones that built them. They built the WB-57s. So I would assume they probably carry some type of maintenance or fixed base operation or something. Rocket Lab got pushed back 2 days. Any P2s? I didn't see any, Dan. You just placed your order. Oh, there you go. Yeah, something like that, Hellfish. Keep in mind, that's not Sierra Space. That's Sierra Nevada. That's part of the reason why they split them. I expect the buff will be flying in space someday. Yeah, right? All right. So we got 5600. Where's the new Marchetti? Where did I put it? Oh, it's in the trailer. All right, let's go. Let's check the want ad. But yeah, Moto. Yeah, good stuff, dude. Thanks for the reset, man. Appreciate it. Lig had a 92 month. What's up, man? When is the BFG 5000? Nice. You didn't check the Mojave Air and Spaceport. I'm not sure if they have them at Mojave, to be honest with you, Will. They might. Possible. We'll be upgrading the buff with F1s to get it to space. You know, as a treat. Okay. So it's Tuesday. The market comes every Tuesday. So what do we need? We need left shroud. We got the back seat. So I need a clutch cable, left shroud. I think that's actually it. There's a clutch disc right there. I got the muffler. We purchased it in one of the things. So I have a muffler coming. I do kind of wish Elon kept calling Starship BFR. I took care of the technical orders from all the aircraft out there. Got to go inside a lot of them. Hot as balls in the summertime at the Boneyard. I did a live stream from Pima once, Procyon, in the middle of summer. Actually, I don't even know if that was the middle of summer. I don't think it was. I think it was late summer. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, I only brought a bottle of water with me. That was, I immediately learned why that was a dumb thing to do. 1 bottle of water for the whole day. Not smart. Learned my lesson that night with the worst heat stroke I've ever had. But, you know, Pima. So, whatever. Some aircraft inside were close to 200. Jeez, man. Yeah, that Boneyard stream was so good. Front bumper, 280. Top of the third. Baseball? There's a front bumper for 280. Okay. Belt cover, passenger budget grill, manual timing belt. "14-inch steels, pile of parts." Grill, valve cover, brake line, rear axle, automatic. Is the GT header worth it? I think we have GT headers, Stu Boy. I'm pretty sure I have that on the car right now. That was my favorite stream where you hugged the rocket engine. That was a good time. I hugged an LR87. Yes, Methane. Yep. Nobody said don't, so I did. Pretty sure I wasn't supposed to do that, but I did it anyway. Don't care. How many people could say they hugged a rocket engine? A real rocket engine. What's that racetrack out by Mojave? Willow Springs. Clutch disc, rear bumper, roll arm steering rack, bootlit air duct dashboard. Nope. Front bumper for 100, third in the column. Yeah, we'll go with that. Really, Klavick? That's funny. So with the Ford dealer, you're going into the new F1 season a Red Bull fan? No, I'm not abandoning my Ferrari thing, but you know, also I Moto, I'd say I'm a little more indifferent if Red Bull wins. Let me put it that way. Should have licked it. Yeah, you're right. Let's buy that rando parts up at the top, 160. You hugged one at the Titan Missile Museum. Let's get that 160s. 0, 2, 6, 6, 9, 4, 5, 6. Once again, I need left shroud, clutch cable, and that's about it. Those are the last parts that we're looking for. So anything that's cheap, that's random parts, we're just going to buy it. Like that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh, those are the rims. It doesn't really matter. $190. They have a lot of B1s. Hope they will be replaced with a B21. B21 is going to replace B2s, dude. I'm not sure about B1s, though. I love B1s. Those are so cool. Those planes are so cool. Yeah, Tars, I know what you mean. I have the light bulbs, rarest. Yeah, we already got those. It varies, Julie. The B1 is basically a space shuttle, guys. They share a similar avionics package because they're both made by Rockwell. Yeah, freaking space shuttle. Closest thing to a space shuttle still flying is the B1. Gonna answer the phone or something, or? Okay, let's try this again. £80,000 of fuel per hour in max afterburner. That's ridiculous, dude. What a beast mode of a freaking plane. What's that, girl? Oh, he finally answered.
Jos nääkö haluat? No minä aloitan tulemaan. No niin. No.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Dun dun. What's up? 28-month resub. Jeez, girl. Yeah, I woke him up. It's 3 in the afternoon. You know, I woke him up. Oh, God. Ah, it's too real. Oh, come on. Dude, I did enough of this in real life. Gosh, darn it. Freaking traumatized. No mail for Mr. Blocko. I do not need a snowblower mod for this game, real. In fact, I've decided that we don't need any snow clearing jobs in this game ever. Period. Yep. Mason on next Sunday. Yep. Next Sunday, we're going to get a nor'easter, which is a type of storm that gets caught between two jet streams and just dumps snow on us for like 3 days. We're going to get another foot of snow, which is lovely. Yeah, Hammer, I'm running out of places to put all this damn snow. We're running out of places. Yeah, I know, Deadbringer, right? It's so true, dude. I saw the fleet of cars holding up in the snow. I got the Mustang out. Mustang's fine. It just gets stuck in my driveway because my driveway is gravel, and if you snowblow gravel, it just turns to ice. The snowblower basically works like a Zamboni. Just makes it all ice. So the Mustang just does circles in my yard. That's kind of cool, I guess. Breeze car's fine. That's fine. That's all, you know, all wheels move. It's all-wheel drive, so that ain't no thing. The 97, the 97 is covered in snow. I have not had time to get that out. And the 59 is still in the 59 is in the portable garage, so it has no snow on it. Hello? Hello?
Hyvää päivää. Minulla olisi
Mint,
tarve
mint.
polttopuulle.
Mint.
Niin.
Mint,
Teiltä
mint.
ilmeisesti voi tilata polttopuuta.
Mint.
Jos voisitte toimittaa minulle polttopuuta tuohon kotiin toimitettuna.
Mint.
Se olisi aivan
Mint.
mainiota. Kyllä, kiitos.
Mint.
Minä jään odottelemaan teidän toimitustanne. Kiitos.
You're welcome. Mint. All the cars in the backyard are covered in snow. The Camaros, the Ram, Bluefus, they're all covered in snow. And they're all covered in snow. I'm not going to... Yeah. No. You know, looking at the bright side, you know, if they're all covered in snow, no critters can get to them because they're all covered in snow, which is good. All right. Let's go see if we have any packages here. Yeah, we got more rando crates to call, Drew. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Ooh, nothing yet. Mint. When it melts, it'll clean the car. Yep. Except the one's already in there. I don't want to talk about that, Steve Boy. Okay? I don't want to talk about that. It's fine. Mint. Alright. Any other randoms? Yeah, there's one for 90. 01774-317. I need a clutch cable I need a left shroud for the steering column Ciantic, and that's it. Everything else I have ordered. We need 2 parts, left shroud and the clutch cable. So I'm just calling all the random ones that are not very expensive and hoping we get a shroud. I'm sure I mentioned it before, but I think you'd really like the Pan Am board game. It's a lot like Risk. Interesting.
Liosua. Kyllä, löytyy. Joo. Minä palataan tulemaan. Olkaa hyvä, saatana.
Okay. There's another rando for 240 right there. 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 9. Center console? Where, Stu Boy? Yeah, Seth Mays. We're getting close to getting that car built, though. No, I'm saying you need one. Oh, okay. Do we need one? Oh. Non-maskable, what's up, dude? Don't do that to me, Seth Mays. This is exactly like looking things up in a phone book. Yeah. I remember, dude. I've done that. Looking up your friend's house. Like if you want to call your buddy's house, you gotta go get the phone book and then open it up and then look in the directory, try to find, search by name, try to find the damn number. This is just like that, dude. It's very weird how it's like the exact gameplay loop and it feels the same.
No kai se on myytävä sitten. No joo, pistäpä tiedot, niin minä otan ylös. No niin.
Use it for the internet, man. Yep. Yellow pages in the classifieds. Would it be worth getting another set of rims? I have a scruff set of rims. I don't know, maybe for racing tires, dude, but yeah. All right, let's go next one. 04863062. Yeah, white pages for people, yellow pages for business. Yep. Yep. Yep, exactly. Yeah, the busy signal. Bop, bop, bop. Hate that. Yeah, so then you had to, if you wanted to go talk to your buddies, you had to do this thing called get on your bike and just ride over to their house to see if they were home. Yeah, I remember that, dude. I remember that. That was a time, dude. That was fun. Yeah, HMR, calling your friends after school. Hey, man, you want to hang out? Want to come play? Come home when the street lights turn on. That was my curfew, Coder. That's what my parents always told me. If I'm not back before the street lights come on, there's going to be hell to pay. Yeah, Arctic, we heard about it. Disappointed when you rode over there, they weren't home. Yep. 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 It's good times, dude. Fun.
Kyllä. No, minä laitan tulemaan. No niin. Hei.
All right. Any other low-cost stuff in the book? I'm looking for random, low-cost random. Not the ones with the listed parts. Okay, how many crates did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. Right. We have a poop job, septic tank job there, and a firewood job. Here's what I think I'll do. We'll go to sleep. In the morning, we do the poo job, right? With the poop truck, which is right out. It's out there somewhere. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's here. See it right there? We'll do that. And then, actually, let me make sure. I can just barely see. All right, we have the space in the food truck. We'll do that, bring that back here, and then what we should do is wait around a little bit for all the post orders to come in, right? If we get all the post orders, we can bring them all back and then do the firewood job. And then hopefully we get enough. All right, Klavic, see you later, buddy. We do need food. Yeah, Sun Temple, that's a good point. We need food here. I don't think I have any food here. Yep. We need to do a shopping run for both, for the house and the apartment. Finished. Fired up the car for the first time yourself today. Pistons went flying. Must have missed the timing. Oof. Oof da. Oh, no, not time yet. All right, I'm just going to run to the shops real quick. By run, I mean I'm like actually going to run to the shops. Do you die if you don't eat? Yes. Yeah, Couchy, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, Pontiff, the Fulan worked fine, actually. Yeah, worked fine. I used it to move the snow this morning, because I woke up and there was another half foot of snow on the ground. That's good. I don't see a difference, Pigeon. I don't see a difference, dude. Oh, God. We gotta back up. There we go. Backing up, backing up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Buy a house, they said. You sure it's got a lot of property, they said. Dude, yeah. My big thing with snow blowing, dudes, and I'll admit I don't have much experience here. I grew up in a neighborhood where you had houses left, right, and center. Like my neighbor's house is maybe 20 feet away. You know, you had another house behind you in the backyard, pretty densely packed suburbs, you know, in Boston, right? Like, and, you know, when it did snow, it snowed a lot, but when it did snow, you just, okay, the plow goes by, you back the cars out into the street, blow out the driveway, put the cars in the driveway, done. Easy peasy. I'll admit, the car shuffle game, when you have a lot more land and a lot more driveway, is a little bit, yeah. I have to be careful because some of my cars can get stuck in the snow because two-wheel drive. And you have to like strategically place your cars, right? So they're not, you have to strategically place the cars so when you go to do one pass with the snowblower, you can clear out like half of your driveway, right? And then you back the car out of its snow pile, put it into the clean part, or clean all the snow off the car, right? Back it into the area that you already blew out, and then blow out the area where the car was parked. Like it's a shuffle game. You have to figure out the most efficient. Okay. You have to figure out the most efficient way to do all that. Yeah, and that's, yeah. If you don't do it right, your cars are just going to get stuck in the snow. It's car Jenga, right? That's it, man. Yeah, I'll admit I don't have much experience there. Okay. But, you know, whatever. There's no escape. You can't escape it. It's everywhere. You always worry about heavy snow on trees. Yeah. Because you got to think about it, like, the reason why I don't have much experience, and I don't know what people are going to ask you, haven't you lived in your house more than 1 year? But yeah, we moved in to this house in 2022. We moved into this house in 2022, and we haven't had there was a big-ish snowstorm in 2022, but 2023, 2024, 2025, nope. Like, they've been very mild winters, so much that I haven't gotten the snowblowers out, and that's why we needed to fix them. I prefer car Tetris over car Jenga. Gets less dented. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. We got like 18 inches all season those years. Yeah, exactly. The snow was it would usually snow, and then it'd be gone. I can't see anything. I think I see TMOs over there. Yeah, there it is. Then if you get all your cars lined up, they disappear. Yeah, you gotta like put them off to the side, right? But some of the cars get stuck over there. That's the other that's the problem, you know. In Paris, everything stops when it snows 5 centimeters. Really, Set Maze? That's crazy, dude. I have on the ground right now 50 to 60 centimeter. Yeah. The world's still going. People work today. Now, yesterday, everybody kind of took a day to clean. Sad maze. You know, it's really messed up. I live in the interior BC, right on the edge of the Rocky Mountains. We've got no snow. It's bone dry, maybe 3 inches this season total. Interesting. Yeah, I'm getting wailed on over here, dude. This is the worst snow I've seen in a long time. And it's not even that bad, dude. Yeah, it's not even, like, the craziest, but... I missed the turn. I think that light is the house next to the apartments, I think. Let's just go towards that light. I think those are the street lights at the apartment. Yes, they are. 1993 was bad. 93 was bad for us, ARJ, too. Yeah. Yeah, that snowstorm was pretty righteous. But that was like 3 to 4 feet of snow, dude. Stop taking our snow. Bro, you can have it back. I don't want it.
Kykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
Kaupoista. Exotinzo hivenainlati.
Vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinzo hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinzo hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
Kaupoista. At the shops.
Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinzo hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
Can we cook some sausages? Oh yeah, baby.
Elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinzo hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
All right. Front left burner is on the stove, setting 3, just so everybody knows.
Komia Mertua pysähtyi tohon noin. Souse autos kysyy, miten te siellä pottat pellon. Varmaan kumarretaan teitä, arvon herra.
So for the uninitiated, you have to keep the groceries. If you want to keep them fresh, you got to keep them in the fridge. That's why I'm doing that. Calpoista. Calpasta.
Muistatko sä, hei, kun mä kävin edellisellä lautavaliokunnan jäsenyyshallituksen puhelimen kokouksessa ja se päätettiin siitä, että lautavaliokunnan
You think Finnish is the most beautiful language in the world? It is a language that exists.
Jakaa kahteen ryhmään. Ensimmäinen ryhmä hoitaisi kaikki lautoihin liittyvät asiat ja toinen ryhmä hoitaisi valioon liittyvät asiat. Ja koska suuri valiokunta Suomessa on Sysmän kunta, niin ajattelin näin, että valioryhmän kuuluvat jäsenistä tietäisi Sysmän tutustumisretkille ja sitten Suomen suuri lautakunta on taas Pohjois-Savon Heinijoe. Ja sinun voitaisiin viedä sitten kaikki lautat.
There we go. Sausages are cooking.
Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
Remember, a watch sausage never cooks.
Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää
There we go.
elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste
I
parantaa
guess it does.
suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
Kaupoista.
Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
Put the grilled stuff in there.
Lisää elinvoimaasi ja
The good
vaihda
stuff on the top
turbovaihteelle.
shelf.
Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste parantaa suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista. Lisää elinvoimaasi ja vaihda turbovaihteelle. Exotinso hivenainetiiviste
Exotinso
parantaa
Blocko.
suorituskykyäsi huikeasti. Saatavilla kaikista hyvin varustelluista kaupoista.
No mitä helvettiä? Vittujen vittu.
Think you'll be ready to race this week? The car? Well, you gotta get it inspected first. I think we'll be able to get an inspection this week in... Yeah, you should be.
Oi vittu. Saatana. Oi vittujen kevää.
As soon as you said it. Well, that's the thing. It's streamer luck. I know that my streamer luck is going to make it so it'll do the opposite of what I say because the game can hear me. So, yeah, joke's on you, game. Got my sausages cooked a lot faster. Just saying. I've seen it, Hokey. That sucks, but I think they'll be able to fix it. There's plenty of spares. We got plenty of spare parts. We made a lot of Canberras. Oh, you're just sharing a picture, dude. I thought you were talking about it. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, no, that's a sweet picture. I like that. Time is it? Yep. Time for Sleepy in game. Is that a Proto U2? No, it's a WB-57. It's what NASA uses for atmospheric imaging.
Ai, 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 ai.
The Canberra is older than the U2, if I'm remembering right. 6 a.m. Dun, 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 dun. They are there for long periods of time. What else is there to do? Build cars, baby. Build cars. All right. Poo truck. That was the plan. Let's go. Gotta wait for the glow plugs. All right. Gotta take the parking brake out, idiot. That was weird. What's wrong with this thing? Are we stuck? Oh, okay. I think we backed into the apartment building. Okay. There we go.
Sellainen mies tahdon olla, joka rakentaa talon, kasvattaa metsän ja kyntää pellon. Vihamaalla puut, pensaat ja kasvit, ei ois puutetta kellään.
See, we're lined up. Yeah, we could go back a little bit further. We're not full. We got half a tank.
Kielelle rauha, vaan missä on näyttö? Valmiiseen taloon, valmiiseen pöytään, valmista kaikki, vaan ei minun ansiostani, jos ois minusta kiinni. Valmiiseen maailmaan tuonut, ruuat syönyt, viinat juonut. Joku muu sen kaiken on tehnyt, miestä kaiketi minua enemmän. Ei oo nämä kädet, töitä näkee.
Remember, a watched poop never sucks. How's the snow on that side of the lake? 50 centimeters, Ator. Really, Comus. Cool. Sun's coming up. Vittu.
paljon, että viitte sitten tehdä tätä. Ihan olen tyytyväinen tähän.
Oli viimeinen laas! Rahat vei niin kuin tauti! Uhkapeli astronautti tyhjä! Lompakkoa rautti! Turja pakoin! Pelikonetta taas pois!
The Percolesti boys. Haista vittu, boys. I'm pretty sure this rap is about how the singers like female body parts. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you know, I'm just putting it out there that that's probably what that song is about. Oop, didn't shut the rear lights. Those guys okay? Nah, they're not passed out drunk. They're just sleeping. They're having a sleepover. I don't get why you don't get curpa. Yeah, I don't know either. All right. I don't want to take one post package all the way back, but we don't have another one here. And, yeah, it's better to do the firewood during the day, so let's go. I think it's time to see Uncle and win some money. Nah. Let's get more money before we do that. Money. Vittu, money. Hello, I like money. SpongeBob me Bob! Now, Mr. Krabs, why did you open up a second Krusty Krab next to the first Krusty Krab? Money. I made you a thing. It's bad, but I've only done video editing once before. Oh, jeez. What is this?
3 and 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. I have 3 and 2. Fuck! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Fuck!
Is that music good, Chuck, or will that flag a, Hope that doesn't flag anything. There's a moose. Oh, okay, got it. I suspect there's a chair kick in that video. I did give this thing a good kick, and it stayed together, which means that our repairs with the threaded rod to the racing rig were quite good. Oh, sorry, Chuck. That was a really good F-bomb. Like, I'm not, you know, I try not to swear during the day when we play. That was a really good F-bomb. It was just a... That was good, man. And I'm really happy that the microphone peaked out with what I said after that off stream. Or off camera. EJ may have said some stuff he didn't mean. I'm pretty happy that happened. The guitar would have picked it up for sure. Oh, you meant it. It just wasn't meant to be heard. Yeah, no, we get a little crazy with the Cheese Whiz from time to time. I don't know, Philtech, something like that.
Vastaan kasvot kirves, on tässä miehen tähteet. La 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 la
Same with me, 27.
Ei oo nämä kädet töitä nähneet, kynä niissä pysyy kitara kenties, jos kysyt vastaan kasvot kirves on tässä miehen.
I got 2 feet on the ground right now. In blood. If you were a superhero, would you be more like the Hulk? Would I be what? In Oklahoma, though, yeah. It's okay, Chair. It's not your fault. You can hitchhike with cousin, visualize, if you hit O. Okay. You're gonna blast some bullets into people in BF6. I don't know, maybe. Alright. This is a rando box. Let's see what's in it. What is rear seat back, boot lid, rear bumper, air cleaner? Yeah. Dude, this song rules. All right, let's put these parts away. Listen to this. Ready? best. I think you have too many redundant car parts. There's no such thing. Shoes, shoes, shoes. Look at it, fellas. Look at it in all of its glory. Nice. All right. That's not a Satsuma. Yep. The glorious brown bomber. That's right. We didn't... Okay, we still got food here. All right. So, fellas, I got to get ready for a meeting here. So that's going to do it for part 12. So I have a meeting that I have to go to. I can't say who, what, or where, or how. But I will be back a little bit later in the day for Space News. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll play some Battlefield tonight. I don't know, maybe. If you guys want, I mean, because you're bugging me about it. So, if you guys want to play some Battlefield tonight, we can play some Battlefield. I wouldn't have a problem with it. It'd be a first time in a little while. Fun of your super secret meeting. I have a very, very secret meeting with some high-level Japanese businessmen. You know, they're Japanese businessmen. They work hard and they play harder, or something. Are you going to do the NSF stream tonight? Yeah, actually. I think I'm hosting the SV09 launch. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go look. At Nakatomi. Yeah. So, enjoy your KSA meeting. Why would I have a KSA meeting right now, Iger? It's 5 in the morning there. He just got fingers in a lot of pies. Anyway, I'm going to shut the stream for now, dudes. I'll be back for Space News and maybe some Battlefield, and then we have GPS 3 SV09 tonight. So I should be there for that. Meeting with Umbrella Corporation. Shh. I wish, Bio. All right. So I'll see you guys when I get back. Thank you very much for watching. Be back a little bit later in the day or for the next VOD if you're watching this on VODs. Thank you for watching this long. I appreciate it. Next VOD should be coming up in a second. All right. See you guys. Thank you.